Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I decided to do a purple smoky eye using the Jaclyn Hill's Favorite palette by Morphe brushes. I'm going to be starting off this look by filling in my eyebrows, and I'm just going to speed through this because it takes me forever to do them. So yeah, I'm just using the Brow Wiz by Anastasia Beverly Hills. Just going to moisturize my face before I start anything, just so that it can sink into my skin. And then I'm going to use this Glamoflauge concealer by Hard Candy just to cover up any pimples or redness that I have on my face. To prime my eyes, I'm going to be using the LA Girl Pro Concealer, and I'm just going to be applying this to my eyes and then blending it in with my finger. Then I'm going to be setting that concealer with my Anastasia Banana Powder. So I'm going to be taking this kind of warm brown shade from the Morphe palette, and I'm going to be applying this to my crease, not precisely, just kind of all over the place, to use this as my transition shade so that the other colors blend smoothly and that there's no harsh lines when I use the darker purples. Then going in with this matte kind of maroony color, I'm going to be applying this to my crease more precisely, and I'm gonna be rounding it out. That's the look I kind of went for with this eye. So I'm just going to be slowly packing it on, not all at once, just because it's easier to blend out if you use less product at a time. So I'm just going to be applying little by little and building up the intensity that I want.
Give it all away, catching fire as the wind blows. I know that I'm rich enough for pride. I see $1 billion in your eyes, even if we're strangers till you die. I wanna run away. Anywhere out this place. I wanna run away. Just you and
So going in with this kind of magenta purple, I'm going to be applying this to my lid with a flat brush from BH Cosmetics. And this is a matte shade, which normally I put shimmery colors on my lid, but I really wanted this look to be all matte, so I decided to use this color. Then I'm going to be going into that color with into my crease just to blend everything nice and smoothly. So now I'm going to take this shimmery purple, and I wasn't going to use any shimmers, but then I decided to use this one because it was a pretty color. And when I blended it out, the shimmers didn't really show up. So it was a really pretty darker purple. So then I went in with my fluffy brush and applied that to the outer part of my crease. Then I'm going to go in with this darker brown shade, and it kind of has purple undertones, so I'm just going to use that to intensify my outer corner. And I'm just going to keep blending, and then I'm going to jump to my face, and I'm going to be priming my face with my Prestige primer, and I'm going to be using my Makeup Forever HD foundation and applying that, dotting it onto my face, and then blending it in with my Beauty Blender. When I'm applying a full coverage foundation, I tend to apply less underneath my eyes, just so when I apply my concealer, there's not so much product under my eyes and it doesn't end up looking cakey. So that's a tip if you tend to see that your under eyes are looking a little cakey, don't apply so much foundation under them. So I'm using this NYX HD concealer, and I'm just going to use this to highlight and conceal my dark circles. And I'm blending this in with my beauty blender as well. And then I'm going to set that with my Anastasia banana powder. To contour, I'm going to be using this LA Girl Pro Conceal again, but in a darker shade, and I'm applying this to a angled kabuki brush by Sigma. And I applied way too much. It looked crazy, like I almost died, but I just took my beauty blender and the excess foundation that I had, I just blended out the edges so it kind of cleaned it up, and then I go back with the brush and blend it. And yeah, I actually like the way that it came out, and I'm just going to do that to the other side. I'm going to apply a little bit of this concealer to the sides of my nose just to bring a little more color to my nose. Then I'm taking the concealer that I used to prime my eyes, and I'm applying that right underneath the contour just to kind of brighten up that area so that the contour stands out more. Going in with my contour shade again, I'm going to be using Banana just to set that concealer. Then I'm going to use my MAC MSF Natural to set the rest of my face. I really like this powder. I always talk about it, but I like it a lot because it's lightweight and it doesn't have too much coverage. Then I'm going into the Anastasia Contour Kit again and using the color Fawn to contour. It's kind of a cooler brown, so I use that. And then I use this Milani blush in Luminoso and just apply that above my contour. And then I'm going to apply these two darker brown and burgundy shades. And I'm going to apply this to my lower lash line with a flat definer brush by Sigma. I wanted my lower lash line to be really smoked out and purple and bright, so I used that same fluffy brush and applied that magenta shade and buffed out the colors that I put on my lower lash line. Then going in with the first shade that I use as my transition shade, I'm going to take this E40 blending brush by Sigma and I'm going to apply this to my lower lash line. Then I'm going to be taking this shimmery color from the palette and applying this to my inner corners kind of heavily to make it really stand out a lot. Then I'm just going to go back to my lower lash line and kind of buff some of that magenta again. Then going into that darker maroon shade, I'm going to be applying this to my outer corners to intensify it a little bit more and give my eyes some more dimension.
Think I can fly. Think I can fly when I'm with you. My arms are wide, catching fire as the wind blows.
I'm going to be applying that same shimmery color but a little bit less intense to my brow bone for a highlight, and then I'm going to be applying my Koko lashes in Goddess, and then I'm going to be applying a black eyeliner to my waterline. For my lips, I'm going to be taking this pink LA Girl lip liner and I'm going to be applying this all over my lips as kind of a base for the next product I'm going to be using. And I'm going to be taking this Soft Matte Lip Cream by NYX, and I cannot pronounce the shade of this, so I'll leave it down below. But it's a really nice kind of pink with purple undertones. So I'm going to apply this all over my lips. And then I decided that I wanted a wing, so I am going to apply a wing. And then to highlight my cheekbones, I'm going to be taking this eyeshadow by MAC called Nylon. And it's a really nice kind of white gold. I don't know how to explain it, but it's super pretty. But if you put too much, it can look really intense and crazy. But I really like this eyeshadow as a highlight, and that completes this look. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!
Chase the morning sun when I'm with you. Give it all away. Catching fire.
He is so bad.